Namaste, good morning. My appeal to the Prime Minister of India. Mr. Prime Minister, I didn't watch your independence speech on that day because I was preoccupied with something else. I did not hoist a flag. As you said, Har Ghar Tiranga, no, I did not want to because I feel the flag is a very, I respect the Indian flag. I respect the Indian national anthem. I respect my country. My country is a great country, but unfortunately, the country is ruled by corrupt goons, corrupt politicians, corrupt bureaucrats, and then the corporate crooks. These are the people who are really enjoying the independence of this country. The 75 years, who's enjoying the freedom of the independence that we got from the Britishers is all crooks and goons. The real honest citizen of this country is still suffering. There is no freedom. We need to get the second freedom. We need to fight the corrupt politicians, corrupt bureaucrats, corrupt corporate crooks. That is when the country really sees or enjoys its freedom. Not now. Maybe a lot of people got excited and hoisted flags. I'm not blaming them. But how many of these politicians who are honest, are they honest? They don't have the right to touch the flag. For me, the flag is something very sacred. But rogues are hoisting the flag, which is very sad. And I have the guts to tell you this. This is what my God asked me to speak up, that you people don't even have the, right to touch the flag or even to hoist the flag. Mr. Prime Minister, in your Independence Day speech, you spoke about corruption as though you're just waking up to corruption. Corruption, you're surrounded by corruption, your electioneering is all corruption, you are spending all your corrupt money in the elections, so don't pretend not to be knowing. You are heading the corrupt people. Your party is full of corrupt people. When the people come from TMC, from Congress and from other opposition parties and join your party, from DMK, AIDMK, they're all say honest people who joined your party? No. All corrupt people come there and then they find an asylum in your party. And you don't have the right even to talk about corruption because you are heading corruption. How can you talk? That means you don't have a conscience. Please look into your conscience and see whether you're really fighting corruption. Somehow the speech reminds me that, because I'm appealing to you so many times, maybe you have seen one of my appeals that you are talking about corruption. I will give my life to fight this corruption. I started this party not to make money. I don't want power. I don't want money. I only started it to fight corruption. Wherever I can, I will speak. I've got the guts, I've got the honesty in me to talk up. But you are talking as though there is no corruption around you. That is the biggest drama you're doing, which I am opposing. If you do something good, I am there to support you, I am there to pray for you. But when you tell lies and you try to cheat the people, then I will speak up. The people, Mukesh Ambani and Adani, are the most corrupt corporate crooks. They have taken the maximum loans from the banks. And if they crash, the country's economy really crashes. But you are only entertaining and giving all the harbour ports, all the airports to these fellows. Seaports and airports. So you think only Adani has got the capacity to run all this? Don't you think what you're doing is wrong? So, Mr. Prime Minister, don't sit and preach us. Don't lecture us. Don't tell us that, we will fight corruption. I am there. Come, call me. I will come. I'll give my life to fight it. But don't tell lies. Don't talk lies. It's not good for you. It's not good for your stature. I really respected you in the beginning, thinking that you were non-corrupt. But no. You are entertaining only corrupt people around you. So, Mr. Prime Minister, my humble appeal to you, please, for heaven's sake, this country is a great country. My country is full of natural resources. There's so much that we can do in this country, develop, but you are going in the wrong direction. Whether we need a bullet train? No. America doesn't have a bullet train. With all that, you call it them the great nation, the richest nation. For us, what we need development is the poor farmers don't have proper irrigational canals. We will develop that. We will give support to the micro and medium enterprises. No, you're not doing that. But you are just talking $5 trillion economy, and your parrots who are behind you, your party, Jalras, also repeat the same thing, 5 trillion. Do they know what is a 5 trillion economy? They don't even know it and they talk nonsense. That is shameful. Mr. Prime Minister, be more realistic. What is your educational qualification? Kindly tell me. If you're really talking the truth, at least show one college mate of yours that we would like to see. But till today you have not even shown your degree certificates, but you say you did masters in political science. Why do you have to lie? Your entire economic policies are failing. You're goofing up the administration. You talk too much, but there is no action from your side. All action that you're doing is the Enforcement Directorate and IT raids. Okay, I agree when you raid all the corrupt people. I am not against that. But what about the people from your own party who are corrupt, who are coming from other parties who are also corrupt? There are even members, your RSS members, who are corrupt, who are womanizers, who are horrible fellows. But they are sitting and lecturing us, lecturing this country. You are talking about women's safety. You had a MLA who raped in UP and you kept quiet. You never spoke that time. You hardly uttered a word. If I was in your place, that very moment I would have put him in jail. But that poor girl's family, almost everybody lost their lives, and after that, he was put in jail. So this is what is women's safety, Mr. Prime Minister? No. You're talking Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao and all these things. But how much is it really happening in real life? No, nothing is happening. Mr. Prime Minister, we people are all fed up. The people don't want any more jumlas from you. We want action, positive action, developmental action. I'm repeatedly telling you, your finance minister is a useless person. She's not fit to be sitting there as finance minister. She's so full of arrogance. She should be more humble to answer take up the people's issues in a more humane way. But no, she just blabbers what she wants. We don't want jalras there. We want practical people in the parliament. Mr. Prime Minister, if you really, as you say, I'm a poor man's son, then you should do some positive things for the country and no more jumlas. You are yourself wearing expensive foreign watches and phones, pens. But you are talking about Atmanirbhar. I am proud if we do the entire thing that we develop in our country. We have the potential, we have the brains, we have the resources, but we don't, the government policies does not allow the industries to flourish properly. You are only supporting a few industrial groups. Many of the real investors are suffering. In the southern states, the industries are all mostly genuine, except for a few. But in the north, it's all paper companies. And you want to meet only Rakesh Junjunwala who passed away. Anybody who's in the stock exchange is a gambler. I would never want to meet any gambler. I don't care what you all think about me. I'm least bit bothered. But what I want to say, I will say, because my God says, speak up when you have to speak up. Don't be a silent spectator to all that nonsense that is going around you. So, Mr. Prime Minister, be practical. There is hard days to come. Till 2030 or till even 2040, the economy is going to be in a mess. I kept on telling this for a long time. Economy is crashed. And it has crashed. But you are pretending to be that everything is normal. But this country in India, we have an excellent climate. Only thing for us is the irrigation, the water problem for the farmers. If you can really take care of the farmers and the small industries, micro and small industries, they can generate jobs. But nobody wants to work today. Everybody wants to have freebies. If you are talking against freebies, yes, I agree, but didn't you also announce freebies? So, so you fighting against freebies is again another drama. If you really have the thing, then you tell the election commission to debar all those parties which are announcing freebies. That Kejriwal is a curse. And even no way your party is better. Even you people have announced freebies. Congress has announced freebies. Anatimuka has announced. DMK has announced. All the political parties have misused the people's money, the people's the tax money. You have no business to give freebies. Nobody wants to work today. The labor force is just wanting to laze and get freebies. So you are the destroyers of this economy, no one else. The economy failed even before 2020, before the COVID itself. But you're pretending not to be knowing that. So, Mr. Prime Minister, buck up. There is no time for us to keep blaming each other. What we need is positive development and not bullet trains. Thank you. Swatantra Party and GITA TV subscribers.